I remember when I was young, I got to Hopkinton when I was in 4th grade, and it was tough to audition for the plays and to also be able to play sports. And somebody told me about local town theater, about Enter Stage Left, which has developed and brought us to this amazing space. And I said, all right, you know what? I'm gonna do some theater with town theater. That'll be fun, that'll be great. And I just fell in love, and I got constant encouragement and love and just warmth from this place, and it built me up to realize this could be a real thing.
I remember sitting on my front, the kitchen stairs outside my house in Hyde Park, and just kind of thinking about, oh, okay, I want to do this thing. I don't really know what it was that I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted to excite people and make them laugh.
So I remember my first time music directing a show. I didn't even really know I was music directing it. I was working on Charlie Brown with ESL, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I'll never forget, I was sitting at the piano, we were about to start the show, and the very first note of the show, just the feeling that sort of comes with the music and the beginning of the show, and that's something that really stuck with me, and that was sort of the moment for me where I said, oh, I think this is what I want to do.
I began sculpting seriously in 1993 after a short period in the stock market. I was on a trip out in Utah and decided I was going to go back to New York and start sculpting full-time. I signed up at the Art Students League in New York City, where I started sculpting from the figure, and then it all went from there.
I think I started dreaming about being involved in theater and theater arts when I was probably around 4 years old. I started taking dance at a very young age, and from then started taking voice lessons and acting classes. And to be completely honest, I never really did anything else. I knew from a really young age that I wanted to be involved in art, that art was really important to me, and that theater was a place that felt like home to me.
Prior to going to HCA, I didn't think I could become an artist professionally. I didn't think there was any market for what I could do. I didn't think that I was capable. And really, the teachers and the people at HCA gave me my dream.
I wanted to be in plays, and I wanted to learn about behind the scenes of plays, and I wanted to learn about directing plays, and I wanted to learn about movies as I got to high school, and then about more music.
And I don't think I would have ever gotten to that conclusion had I not had the opportunity that I had with ESL to be music directing a show at the age of 16.
So the Hopkinton Center for the Arts is really crucial in our town. It really becomes the hub of all the creative and cultural activities in town, from jazz concerts to art making, sculpture, art shows, and all the amazing things that goes on, from the youngest children to some of the oldest folks.
I think that having an art center in our community is such a gift. I know that if I had had an art center like Hopkinton Center for the Arts when I was growing up, I wouldn't have had to search so hard elsewhere.
And I think about how important it is for any community and for the world to have places like the HCA, a place where you can dream and they can help you give form to those dreams. This to me has been like a cauldron of creativity where artists of all stripes can go and inspire each other, that the art can coexist. There's photography on the walls, painting, sculpture around people who are learning to dance and write songs and play instruments and act and perform in so many different ways. That has to do something. It lifts the artists, it lifts the work, it heats things up and makes things bubble over into our lives in ways that it just wouldn't if it was done in isolation.
This place gave me the confidence to learn all of that, and then to go off and live in Chicago for 3 years and do stand-up and do improv comedy with the Second City, the Annoyance Theater, Improv Olympic.
Something that I would say to other dreamers is to keep going, to persevere. I mean, without passion and perseverance, there is no art and there is no dreaming.
So following your dreams is really important. The thing that makes you you is what you'll be able to do best in life. And it's always important to be yourself rather than somebody else's vision of what you are.
And here I am now. I'm in art school, nearly finishing my first semester, and I love it.
I give all of my thanks to this place for inspiring me originally. So thank you, Center of the Arts in Hopkinton.
Now here I am in the Neil Simon Theater on Broadway, where we just started our tech rehearsals for the Cher show, making my dream come true.